Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. You know, somebody was saying that do we have to accept spiritual life like a sheep without any intelligence? You know, many people have this idea. You know, spiritualism means, you know, blindly like a gadha, like a behavior here, something, and believe all that, even though it doesn't make any sense or not. This is so sad that these kind of opinions are there. Now, very simple. First, developing a very important point. Suppose I want to learn medicine, even for some material science, and we say by and large it is very, very imperfect as far as allopathy is concerned. Because one medicine is, they know very little about how the body functions, and it is by trial and error something works out, but they don't know what damage it is doing to other parts of the body. They make one medicine and then ban it tomorrow also. Anyway, so much energy has input. So they have some medications which they give and people benefit. So this is a $1 trillion industry. So you want to learn, so you want to be a doctor who can prescribe medicine and all. It has to start somewhere. You have to say, okay, I select a registered, certified college, recognized college. You have to choose. You have to go there. Then after that, you have to follow whatever they say. You have to surrender to that. They say you have to come at this time in the class, you have to do this, you have to follow. Teacher says so many things in the class, then you have to check up, whether it's there in the books or you check up with the experts. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra are there, the authorities in that field, you have to listen to them. And then you have to do whatever they tell, you have to do exam, you have to do assignment. And gradually over a period of time, not in the first day, you understand. Similarly, now you want to understand God, a beautiful personality, who is the absolute truth from which everything has come. You also have to apply the same initial Shraddha that you applied there. You have to sell it. You cannot just compare. Some people, somebody went to Srila Prabhupada and he said, what about Buddhism? They say some things. Prabhupada caught him immediately. He said, you have to follow. Either you follow Buddha or you follow some other religion or follow whatever. You have to follow first. First learn this principle. Just like I want to learn medicine. Whatever college I choose is my choice, but then I have to follow. First I have to be convinced I need. And after I am convinced that, you have to admit yourself and follow the authorities in that field. Then you learn. It's not the authorities in that field are not giving opportunity for you to ask any question. They're giving, but first you have to follow. Therefore Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tadvidhi pranipatena. If you want to learn spiritual subject matter, first surrender. Pariprashnena, then ask all your inquiries. I have this question. Sevaya, offer all your services. Okay? Previously in the Vedic system, the Guru will not take one paisa. But then, person being benefited by spiritual knowledge, can I do some service? So in the same way, the spiritual knowledge is also so sweet. Here, we have to also apply ourselves. We have to take shelter of a pure devotee. We can ask all our inquiries, try to understand, and offer what we can do. We can offer some service to the whatever the desires Acharya expressed. Acharya means the only desire is desire of Krishna. Prabhupada said, if you have benefited, anyway benefited from this moment, only thing I ask you is to kindly spread it yourself. He is not asking anything in return. You give me $5 for mantra, you chant nothing. Please spread this. This is not a Prabhupada used to say a political movement. It's a movement to save the humanity. It's not, people have so many parties, they think it's like a political party, some kind of group. No, there's nothing like that. It's a movement to save the humanity from the ignorance. People are not aware of their condition, their situation, that they are part and parcel of the Lord. They're not aware. So we have to make people aware of that. So it's not like a sheep. You have to apply the process sincerely. That is one part. And second part is that once we cover this, then sometimes some people say Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is not giving any instruction actually. It's leaving for us to do whatever we want. This is not true. Krishna in Bhagavad Gita openly declares, what does he declare? Bhogeshwarya prajaktanam taya prajachetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi samadhana vidiyate. There's one more shloka where Krishna says, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Bhoktaram Yagnatapsam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Suhridam Sarvabhutanam, Gyatavam Shamjavachati. At the end of 5th chapter, the last shloka, Krishna says, Bhoktaram Yagnatapsam, I am the only enjoyer. So basically, Krishna is declaring you are my servant. Now be situated in that position, you will be happy. Yat karosi yat, what a servant means, whatever you do for the master's pleasure. Yat karosi, yat juhosi, yat adasi, madarapanam, do it for my pleasure. So it's not that there is any doubt. Sarvadharma, so this should be our attitude. Krishna is saying, whatever you do for my pleasure. Sarvadharma anaparityaj, all other business you stop now. Just do activities for my pleasure. And that is very clear. It's not that there is something Now we read Bhagavad Gita, I didn't understand. If you don't understand anything in Bhagavad Gita, just understand the last order of Krishna in Gita. And don't think you are in the same position of Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Dharma means what? Dharmam tu shakshat bhagavat pranita. People have created all the nonsense ideas, way of life. Way of life. Way of life, somebody murders somebody. That also becomes way of life. But crazy people. That is, they want to justify any nonsense activity. No. There is a book, sir. You forgot. There is a book called Bhagavad Gita. And you follow the orders of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, then you can say you are following some dharma. Bhagavad Gita is giving Sanatana Dharma, or also called Varnashram Dharma. And the order of Krishna you follow, yes, then you are following. Otherwise, simply rubber stamp. So what is the final order of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita? Sarva dharma parityaja. Give up all other your so-called imaginations. I have to do this, I have to do. Forget everything. First thing you remember, what? You are my servant. Mam ekam sharam vraja. Take my shelter. Don't worry. I'll give you all protection. Therefore Prabhupada says, you are hearing a lecture at the end, Prabhupada says, my dear Lord, you say you give protection. I was to surrendered soul. Kindly give me protection. That's how we approach the Lord. My Lord, kindly give me protection. It's not that He has to give protection. True, as a father, He is already giving you protection. But you want special protection. You want personal relationship with the Lord. Just the maintenance, even animals maintain their children. That is there because they are part and parcel of God. So that maintenance feature is there in Krishna. Even a son becomes disobedient, father, that's not a very special thing. Anybody will. But you want a personal relationship, suppose. Son has left home and he is roaming in the street. You want personal relationship to the father. Yes, then he has to be properly situated. So that father will like to relate to. You cannot just imagine. The same way, we are, all of us are being maintained by Krishna. Nobody is maintaining anybody. Krishna is the maintainer. But the second fact says, no, I am feeling so much. Shastras explain only reason you are suffering because you are not in personal association with the Lord. So you say, Krishna, I want to be in your personal association. That's not easy. Even everybody we don't make our friend, we don't give him personal association. Correct? We don't relate to him without sweet dealing. That we reserve for some people whom we like. So Krishna is also a person. Supreme personality. Yes, he is very compassionate, but then you want to deal with him. And you have to be like him in quality. You want to enter fire, you should also be hot, otherwise reaction will come. You should also be like fire. So, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Na Shochati Na Kanshati Sama Sarveshu Bhuteshu Mad Bhakti Lavate Vara. So you have to be on the spiritual nature. Then you can enter into the transcendental activities of the Lord. We cannot just imagine Rasik, Tamsik, we stay and we think that we can relate to Krishna. We can have personal interaction with Krishna. Forget it, even Sattvic you cannot. You are fully purified of all the modes of material nature. Sagunana samati jnana brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So when we are engaged in a devotion service to the Lord, gradually being purified, one day it will come. Prabhupada says, don't worry, the day will come definitely. You can offer your services to Krishna. You can personally see Krishna face to face. Just like Queen Kunti is saying, you can also see Krishna face to face and offer prayers. But provided we are purified. So this process of surrender, we should remember what is happening today. I am servant only. Just like those people who do so many crimes every day we hear. They are servant of their kama, krodha, lobha, moha, madamasya. Everybody is a servant party. And nobody is anything else. But they are servant of this nasty thing. Instead of being servant of this nasty thing, let me become servant of Krishna. And then, we can see that. And that is fine. We are coming in our constitutional position, a proper position. And it is so blissful. To be servant of Krishna is so glorious thing. Just like Hanuman. He is a servant of the Lord Rama, another feature of the Lord. And it's so glorious. It's not very. To be servant in this world, generally what happens, we shrug. Because servant in this world is, we try to imitate Krishna. Yeah, Krishna has so many servants, yeah, so you also become. And what do we do finally? We exploit, we torture, we cannot do any good to our servant actually. Yeah. Our servant can also feel that. He's just taking advantage of me. And that's how in this world. In all the movies also, the end scene is the boy and a girl finally somehow, one very good boy, so-called good boy, one very good girl, so-called good girl. Actually, if you see their personal life, worse than animals. But somehow, we utilize every day we do. And then what happened at the end of the movie, they will get live together, and the movie ends, everything became fine. Now the trouble starts. Now the trouble starts. Both of them come to know after their so-called love, it was not love, it was lust, that the fight starts. Both see, he said I love you, he doesn't love me, he wants to take advantage of me, he wants to use me for his pleasure. And that is how the material world is situated. Every person in this world only wants to use the resources of the Lord and even the children of God for his own pleasure. He has come to imitate Krishna. Krishna doesn't use anybody. Krishna doesn't want anything. Prahlad Maharaj says, just like when you decorate a mirror, when you decorate yourself, even your image in mirror looks beautiful. So similarly, when you serve Krishna, even we become beautified. It's not that Krishna wants something. He is fully satisfied. But it is for your good that you should go and approach Krishna and strike personal relationship with him through the via media of the Guru Parampara, not directly. Directly you cannot do that. Through his servants. Krishna is always with his servant. Through his servants. The via media, the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. When you get connected, it's as good as having a relationship with Krishna. So that is our mission of life should be. Somehow we can come to that position. And then we will become peaceful. We will become completely natural. To be so in this world, what happens, servant is very abominable. No. The Krishna doesn't keep servants like that. They're so blissful, they're so happy. They naturally serve Krishna. There is no labor. Just like in this middle world, we again give an example. Somebody works for somebody out of love. He doesn't feel any labor, but this is so-called love. In the real love, which exists only with the Supreme Lord, when devoted and acting, there is no tiredness. They feel only blissful. Kevala Ananda Kanda. In the material world, we are working, but the relationships are bogus. Therefore, everybody is so much pain. He's working in office, so much he is paid. He comes to office, so much he is paid. Everywhere he has pain. Because there is no love in this world. But in the spiritual world, where real love exists, there is work. That's why they are sleeping there. They're working, all the time they're working. But there are no office, factories there. That's nonsense. But what are they doing? They're always dancing with Krishna. They're just having sweet relations. Krishna provides everything. You don't have to go to office or factory to get your necessities there. Kevala Ananda Kanda. And we are used to that. We just want to, our father wants to hold a play with his wife and children. But he has to go to office. That is the curse of the material world. Annamaya. You have to do something for your bodily maintenance. That is the material world. Spiritual world. No. All day you can play with Krishna. There is no work. All day you can play with Krishna. Just play. In the material world also we can make our life more comfortable if we live in the way Krishna has given. Some work is there, but if you live peacefully and soberly, you follow the instruction of the scripture, you can live a very peaceful life. And you can save your energy for developing or reviving your relationship with Krishna. That's all you are supposed to do in the human life. But no, instead of that, the modern so-called civilization, it's not a civilization, because civilization means person should be civilized. We don't see any trace or symptom of that. They're uncivilized people. So anyway, the modern society is better. In the modern society, we do not find, in the modern society what is happening is that so much energy is invested into artificial means. They want to make a skyscraper. He saps all his energy, whole life in making a skyscraper. Then he is going to die and go somewhere else. He forgets his human life or the privilege for him. For what? Why you want a skyscraper? Finally that thing only, eating, sleeping, I can make some profit. Then I can eat nicely, I can sleep nicely, I can wait nicely, and I can defend nicely. Are you idiot that animals are doing without that so much labor? The end of the life, you say you enjoyed my life, monkey will say I did better than you. Because these are at the end, pleasures are only these four. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Then animals are doing better than you. So now my question should be that why I should sap my energy into all these kind of activities? Why not I save my energy to revive relationship with Krishna? Just like that example we give of that Rishi. One Rishi having fantastic life, so fantastic, one hair from his body falls when one Brahma dies. And when all the hairs of the body fall, then he dies. He has a blessing there. And Narada, when he saw him on the bank of river, Ganges, what he was doing was standing. And he is having, imagine, a fantastic, Brahma's life is 311 trillion years. Just imagine his life. Even more than that. You don't have even words for that. So now he was standing there. So Narada, when he was passing by, he saw him standing and he chanting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. He said, what are you doing? Why don't you make a cottage and sit down? Time is not. Why waste time? Where is the time? Where is the time? And Prabhupada gives us an example. It's not that it's artificially spoken. He knows my life is temporary. And I don't know where I go after this life. Now I have got the human form of life. Again and again we repeat this famous shloka. Labdava sudurlabam idam bahu sambhavante. So rare to get this human form of life. Tudam yatayad anuvrittu yava. Quickly endeavor before death comes. So that you can achieve the mission of human life.